why does everything I touch and do suck so much? That is a point that a lot of entrepreneurs come to. You know, you get one client, you lose 2 clients, you get some momentum, and then you hit a brick wall. There's just so much shit that we go through as entrepreneurs, and me too. You know, in the beginning of my journey, I felt amazing because I was starting from 0. So anything above 0 was awesome. Now, a year later, I know how success looks like for me. I know how I want to be. I know who I want to be. And I'm just not there. And it fucking sucks. It really does. And those are the times that I feel like I should just give it up. I noticed there was a decrease in the way I was coming across in my videos. I noticed that there were things that I just wasn't putting my heart and soul into because I had this huge fear that things are not going to work. And I know everybody goes through this. And I know that because I coach entrepreneurs. I know they feel like giving up because they have this dream. They know what they want to look like. They know how it looks like. They know how much money what they want to make. They know the kind of business that they want to build. And right now, they're just not there. And it sucks. And I'm personally still going through this right now. It's not something I'm completely over. And it makes me feel really uncomfortable to even share it because I have not figured out everything yet. But I also believe that for me to share my experience and some of the things that I'm doing to help myself, to help you guys, is actually going to help me as well. And sharing that is very important. So the first thing to help myself in the situation where I feel like, why does everything I do and touch suck so bad? There was a time that I felt good about it. Why do I feel shitty right now? The first thing I did was reach out to another entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, someone who has been in business for a long time, and just record a message like, right now, I know the solutions. I know is to keep it going. I know all the techniques and everything, but right now this is how I'm feeling. And I just want to know if this is normal. Do people go through this? Because it's lonely as an entrepreneur. A lot of startup entrepreneurs work on their own. They are, an army of one. And when you're going through something, you feel like you are the only person that is going through this right now. Nobody else in the world is going through this because you see on Instagram, everyone's rolling in cash. You got hot girls and cars and all sorts of shit, and you're living the life, and you're living in LA, and everything looks amazing. And you're there in your business grinding, and you're like, why does this suck so bad? Why can't I look like this person? And it feels lonely. So reach out to someone, a successful entrepreneur, someone you look up to. For me, it was Evan. I look up to him as an entrepreneur. And I just like, I feel really shitty. Is this normal? Is this what people go through? And he said, yeah, this is what people go through. It's perfectly normal. And knowing that made me feel better because just hearing that it's normal feels better because you don't feel alone. The second thing that I've been doing is looking back on my life, looking back on my entrepreneurship journey. And it brought up an event for me when I did the TEDx talk. And I had to realize to myself that I have gone through these tough times before. I have gone through times where I felt like giving up and I didn't. And it was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So when I did my TEDx talk, I couldn't afford to put gas in the car to get to the TEDx talk. And on the surface, it seemed like I had this amazing life, I've only been in my business for a month, and look at me, I have a TEDx talk. This is so amazing. But behind the scenes, I was struggling. I was struggling to, pay the mortgage. I was struggling to pay the bills. I was struggling to pay the electricity bill. I was always afraid that, maybe the heat might get turned off. and all of that. And it came to a point that I was not able to even afford to put gas in the car to get to the TEDx talk. And here I was talking about living the passion. Like, who the fuck am I to do that? But I don't know what it was. Inside me, in my heart, I knew that was the right thing to do. And I found every ounce of me to find enough money to actually get there. And I did. And I did my talk. And I'm glad I did it, because that talk led me to a lot of amazing things, meeting amazing people. And it's always a learning experience. No matter how shitty things get, there's always an opportunity for growth. Which brings me to the next point. The third thing is, at the darkest times when things are sucking so bad and you feel like fucking giving up and you feel like a victim. It's like, why me? Why is this shit always happening to me? That's when you need to realize that everything that is happening to you is for you. This is an opportunity for you to have massive growth. This is a thing that is going to help you help other people. Because it sucked so badly for me not being able to get to the TEDx talk, and then now a year later seeing that it led me to amazing things, I'm able to help that with other people. My clients, people who watch my stories, people who reach out to me, people who watch my YouTube videos, is the fact that, yeah, it sucks, but I'm so glad I did it. And the best gift of them all, the reason why I'm so glad I did the TEDx talk, is because I would have never met the love of my life, my boyfriend, who I moved to Thailand with, and I'm able to live this amazing life with, if it wasn't for the TEDx talk. I met him through that. A year ago, when I was struggling to put gas in my car to get there, I would have never been able to actually foresee that happening. And that's for you too. When you're struggling in that moment, it sucks. It's hard to see the light because you don't know. You're only looking at things through the scope of your being at that moment. What you're not seeing is what you're about to gain. You're about to gain something amazing, and I wasn't able to see that. I'm so glad I did that. I'm glad that I went through it, because even at the hardest times I have right now, I know it is possible. This is a learning experience for me. I feel like I hit a plateau in my business. I feel like I should be doing better, but I'm not. I feel like, everything should be better. Things should be moving faster, and it's not. But because I've been through it before, I know that it's going to lead to something amazing. I just don't know what it is yet. And that's what's so exciting about it. The unknown is scary, but you won't know until you're there. So you got to just keep it going.